Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Hazeeq, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Polygon MATIC. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right hand corner of the screen. I also want to mention the donation link down below in the description. Feel free to help the kids in Gaza, and without further ado, let's jump straight into the TA. So taking a look at the daily chart, you can see we did start a nice uptrend from the bottom here in October. We retraced down to 50 cents, which was a support level that we were targeting based on these touches in September. So we created a nice triple bottom pattern, and then we started moving to the upside. And this is quite a nice impulsive move here, but I do want to point out the fact that we are printing a bearish divergence here on the daily chart. And if you know what this means, then you understand that this is a potential indicator that's going to let us know we're going to be looking at a pullback in the near future. So what kind of a pullback could we expect if this indeed plays out? Because the RSI is printing a lower high, the price action is printing a higher high here. So this is a divergence. And if you are looking to get into Polygon MATIC, if you still haven't for some reason when you were sitting at 53 cents here, or back in 2022 when we were buying Polygon MATIC here, we bought at the bottom and then we had a nice swing trade. But if you're looking to enter right now, I would first of all look at the support blocks that we have set up. So this green one is set up between 94 or I would say, 94 cents and 84 cents based on all of these touches that we had in May, in July, in November, in December, and retesting the bottom of this support block would be great. If we break down even lower, we could retest this blue support block that is set up between 75 cents and 69 cents. We have retested this a few times after we broke out in November. And we of course had this on the charts way before that, and this is based on these touches that we had in 2022. So a retest of the blue support block is also a possibility. Now if we want to talk about a potential black swan event, right, we have something major, or we have an ETF delay in January until April, we could see a short-term flash crash, just a real quick dump, and then a move to the upside. And in case we have a huge wick to the downside, you could also target this level over here at 60 cents. And then you could target this support block between 58.5 down to 50 cents and, or I should say 53 cents. It's just, something to have in mind. I do have a buy limit order set up at roughly, I want to say 55.1. So around this area here, I have a buy limit order set up in case we have a quick flash crash. I get filled up, and even if I'm asleep, I wake up and I'm already in profit because these flash crashes don't last for long. But that's what I would be doing if I didn't have any coins. And I do have Polygon MATIC. We did enter at around about 50 cents down here, and I want to buy more at 50 cents if I get the opportunity to do that. And we covered the RSI. We are looking at a nice bearish divergence here that is telling us that we should expect a pullback sometime soon. Now let's switch over to the weekly chart so we can take a look at the long-term picture. And before we continue with the video, I quickly want to mention my Patreon that's linked down below in the description. If you enjoy my content, you want to get more exclusive content, and you want to support me at the same time, definitely feel free to check out the Patreon, because you're going to get a 7-day free access on my Patreon and an instant access to all of my content since October 2021, which is when I started. You'll get access to content like exclusive weekly podcasts, and we're starting to invite guests already. We have 40 plus low cap gem posts. We have a bunch of project reviews. We have a bunch of resources that are going to help you save time and make more money with this upcoming bull market. So this is definitely a great exchange of value for the both of us. And once again, there's a 7-day free trial. Feel free to check it out. You can leave anytime, and let's continue with the video. So here you can see that we are in a symmetrical triangle pattern, and this is a very, very powerful picture here, because usually when you have such a large pattern, and we've been in this pattern since December 2021, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is our 5th touch here at this point, and it looks like we are trying to break above this resistance trend line, this yellow trend line. If we start breaking out, we could have a massive impulsive move to the upside. We could, get to the all-time high maybe in the first quarter of 2024, which is $2.88. And, I'm just letting you know that that's a possibility because we're very close to the apex. It looks like we are already trying to break out. If you want to measure the target, we take a trend line from the point where the symmetrical triangle was created all the way down to the bottom, and then we place it at the potential breakout target. And as you can see, we're looking at $3.48 potentially from where we are right now. That is roughly 268% from where we entered on Patreon. Roughly that would be a 547%. But we could also see a breakdown here, and I would be targeting the support of the symmetrical triangle. It's really easy. If you fail to break out here, you continue dumping, you bounce off of that, and then with the next leg up, you have a move to the upside. Now, breaking below this yellow support trend line would be negative, I'm not gonna lie. That would potentially open up the possibility of us retesting 38 cents, which was the bear market bottom here, if you discount the wick to 33 cents. And we were targeting this level actually based on this April 2021 touch. So this was an entry that we were anticipating, and we got that back in June 2022. And then I think we took profits at like 90 cents or something. And then we bought back in here at, I want to say 50. So I think this is where we bought back in. No, actually, I can't remember at this point, but we bought in the second half of 2023 at 50 cents. So Polygon MATIC, I'm very bullish on the project, of course. I think $10 is something that we could expect. I think that's a real possibility there. Maybe we even go higher, who knows? Now, if we take a look at the RSI, we do have a similar structure here with this symmetrical triangle, but we did have a fake out here. Not a fake out really, but we broke below the support, back tested it as resistance, and we retested the red block multiple times, which we also were targeting, and I gave you this before we even dropped there. So these were good entry points based on the RSI, and we set up this block because in 2022 we actually had a bounce off of this level, and that's why we were targeting another retest, and we got 3 of those, and then we destroyed the resistance here. We got back into the symmetrical triangle, so at this point maybe a retest off of the support trend line is possible, but if we start breaking out here on the price action chart, the same could happen on the RSI, and we could get absolutely overbought. And I'm personally not looking to swing trade this at the moment. The stochastic is in the overbought here, sitting above the index of 80, but if we look at the price action, it doesn't look that overbought. The RSI isn't that overbought, so the stochastic can actually stay above the index of 80 for quite a while. It doesn't mean you have to sell immediately. Now, the MACD did print a bullish cross here in October 2023, and this could be the start of this move to the upside, just like we had a bullish cross back in July 2022. And as you can see, this bullish cross actually was a very good entry point for us. If you entered in July at 40 cents, 50, 60 cents, you could have been taking profits at $1.30. And we are getting a bit more volume coming in here with this potential breakout that we're looking at. We'll have to see how the candle closes, because if we close the candle above the yellow trend line, that's a huge signal. If we close it below, then I would say we're probably going to be retesting the 20 EMA at the very least, and that is 76 cents. And that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you all for watching, guys. Let me know what is your average buying price, and let me know what are your targets for the bull market. Stay safe and goodbye.